0 day, wouldn't you say?
Her affiliations aren't my priority, Bagley. She's keeping these people enslaved. And it sounds as if she's selling them. This is huge.
Clever. Despicable, but clever. The microchip lets her enslave them. If they step out of line, zap! Organ harvesting time.
DedSec, we'll have to crash that slave auction. Get all the information we can out of there. The location will be on the invitations. She hasn't sent out the invitation yet, but when she does...
Bagley, monitor the drone networks. Give us a heads up when Mary sends out her fleet. Until then, I reckon we're in a holding pattern.
I'll get in touch if I hear about anything else that might interest you. Cheers, DedSec.
Alright guys, welcome back to more Watch Dogs Legion. My name is Raven from the Sky. And let's continue.
I'm Andy, I bench 480 and I can crack a tree in half just by looking at it. Can I? Well, what is reality anymore, anyway?
Zero day.
Alice, what do you bench?
I bench body weights.
Right.
Well, not my body weight.
Okay.
Body weight of a baby.
Since we're waiting for our cordial invitation to Mary Kelly's tasteless theme party, we can finally get back to what really matters. Solving the mystery of 0 day. Who are they, and why did they frame DedSec for the bombings?
What have you found, Bagley?
Glad you asked. Today, the great AI detective has 2 leads for his dog's body politic. Obviously, Albion needs looking into, but I also have a more unusual thread for you to pull on. There's a new hacktivist group on the dark web scene called the 404. But instead of being in it for the lulz, this lot seems to be in it for the brutal reshaping of society by any means necessary. Sound like anyone you know?
Sounds like we have options.
I've marked both on your optic.
They've spent 98% of one specific Londoner who bought shares in Bloom before its tentacles grew to every crevice of the country. I mean, this is not just any old poll, we should say.
Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government. Led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
Which was just too convenient.
It is. So that's 2 reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Bilardi's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Bilardi before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Bilardi. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic. Got a potential recruit for you. I'll mark them on your map. I don't mean to alarm you, but one of your
We get 2 people. That doesn't expire, but this does. I might do this first and then do this.
cohort has been violently kidnapped. Actually, maybe I do mean to alarm you.
Oh, crap.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. They'll be fine, assuming they're not dead. In the meantime, I've identified someone with a grudge against DedSec who fits the profile of a likely kidnapper. Find him and you'll find your friend.
Okay, I'm on it.
Jesus. I did a front flip.
I'm just passing through.
That's not. You're not listening to me.
Keep it together.
I'm getting out of it right now.
You prick.
Come on, get on.
The Bar. Objective voice of objection for a most objectionable world. Hello, Bugsters. Welcome to The Bug, the comedy show that holds up the Medusa of satire to the already immovably concrete face of modern Britain. I'm Andy, I bench 480, and I... The Bug. Objective voice... The Bar. Objective voice of objection for a most objectionable world. Hello, Bugsters. Welcome to The Bug, the comedy show that holds up the Medusa of satire to the already immovably concrete face of modern Britain. I'm Andy, I bench 480 and I can crack a tree in half just by looking at it. Can I? Well, what is reality anymore? Anyway. Alice, what do you bench?
I bench body weights.
Right.
Well, not my body weight.
Okay.
Body weight of a baby.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to give that kind of detail. Just
It's very
body weight.
impressive. People look at me and go, where did you get that baby?
but I'm on
Yeah.
duty. Justice.
You are listening to The Bar.
In this week's Truth News, according to an official poll, 98% of Londoners are very happy with CTOS. And I am not sure that I agree with this, Andy. I don't think 98% of Londoners have ever in the history of London ever agreed on anything.
Oh, a little personal space, please.
Revolver.
Of one specific Londoner who's... The Bug. Objective voice of objection for a most objectionable world. Hello, Bugsters. Welcome to The Bug, the comedy show that holds up the Medusa of satire to the already immovably concrete face of modern Britain. I'm Andy, I bench 480, and I can crack a tree in half just by looking at it. Can I? Well, what is reality anymore? Alice, what do you bench?
I bench body weights.
Right.
Well, not my body weight.
Okay.
Body weight of a baby.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to give that kind of detail. Just
It's very
body weight.
impressive. People look at me and go, where did you get that baby?
Yeah. You are listening to The Bug.
In this week's Truth News, according to an official poll, 98% of Londoners are very happy with CTOS. And I am not sure that I agree with this, Andy. I don't think 98% of Londoners have ever in the history of London ever agreed on anything. You could not get 98% of Londoners to agree that oxygen was better than breathing a fog of raw liquid feces. And they expect us to believe that everyone agrees CTOS is better than not choking on shit mist.
I'm glad they just spent 98% of one specific Londoner who bought shares in Bloom before its tentacles grew.
Malaji has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Time to say hello, don't you think?
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
That's paranoid.
To be fair, you are...
Looking for trouble. That drone spinning.
What's going on? Well, I suppose that is technically a kind of ingenuity.
I believe the main interface is on the rooftop.
Think I can fit through the windows up there?
Sure, if you can get there. 3 options here. 1, use the window washing platform. 2, find a cargo drone. 3, give up, go home, and resolve to be a better person.
Okay, I'm on it. There's a lot of traps. You weren't joking when you said he had the whole place rigged.
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
Okay, I'm on it.
Welcome to Clare and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up, people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it working on the echelon. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government, too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash their hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
The traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
That drone's got a mind of its own.
Something's going down. What?
Move one more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
Let's not do anything hasty, please.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Never. I'm one of the good guys.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Wait! Albion knows you're in London. Kill me if you've got to, but run!
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish. Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Believe me, we know all about it. Why else would I be risking my life here?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
Listen, we came here to get your help. Cass is dangerous. He needs to be stopped. He was behind the bombings and tried to kill us.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck, think, Amish, think. Shit, fine. We'll table it. I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
Oh boy.
Oh crap.
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot.
Jesus.
Let's keep this body. Control, suspect jumped into the water. Over.
Dispatch, deploying drones to apprehend suspect. We're on their tail. Over. Force them to a stop. Suspect just reached the checkpoint.
In pursuit. I repeat, we are in pursuit. Any sign of the target? Anyone?
In for a tactical wrap.
Come on.
Be advised, we are on the trail.
This is an official
Search
poll.
has yielded no
So let's just put
results.
those words
Report
official
back to
poll
HQ.
through an online translator in case you didn't.
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
I don't think it's fair to say entirely trust these official polls. They feed us, Alice. I mean, they could publish an official poll saying that over 99.9% of children like ice cream, and I would instantly assume that all children now hate
All right,
all
Chief.
ice cream. and
That
would
was a
prefer
pretty
to use a
slick
bucket of
escape.
gravel mixed with
I believe
badger.
you. So I'll say
They could
this.
publish an official
Nigel was
poll
planning
saying
something,
that 10 out of 10
and I don't think I could stop him on my own. If DedSec's everything I've heard, you'll help me.
We can help each other. There's a chance Cass had something to do with the bombings.
The vote.
What could he be planning that's worse than
Voice
that?
of objection for a
No, that's not like him. Well,
Hello,
not
Bugsters.
exactly.
Welcome to the Bug,
See,
the comedy
Nigel's
show
got
that
to
holds
see
up the
himself as the
producer
hero.
of satire.
He's an arrogant twat, but he's not a cynic. Every place we go into, we would have some mad plan to fix all his problems. With robot police or automated crop fertilizing or some shit. Society was a technical problem. And people are just bugs in the software, you know? You work around them or you squash them. Sorry, Chief. I gotta switch proxy servers so they don't trace me. I'll hit you right back on voice. Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
Working on an upgrade of his private police state? Brilliant. Does this prick ever take a day off? Whatever he's up to, we need eyes on that meeting.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion cybersecurity sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.
Look, I'm not doing anything, right? The Bug. Objective voice of objection for a most objectionable world. Hello, Bugsters. Welcome to The Bug, the comedy show that holds up the Medusa of satire to the already immovably concrete face of modern.
Welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much.
Recruits keeps gambling. Who the heck keeps gambling? How the heck do I get? Castle. Oh, there's an entrance that's around the other way. When I'm around the back, no wonder I can't see no way in. Oh.
Tower of London? Isn't that really hard to get into?
I like to help, fam, but I just caught a whiff now. With all the CTOS cameras, it'd take him less than 5 to ID me. I ain't risking my pretty face.
We need an Albion insider for our caper, one who's willing to turn coat. I've reached out to a contact who works in a nearby pub. Where better to find a bleakly disillusioned anti-hero numbing their conscience with drink, but secretly desperate for redemption. I've let our contact know what we're in the market for, and she's nearby.
Hello.
You lot certainly know how to pick your targets. You do know that Albion have set up their headquarters in there, right?
Trust me, I'd rather not be breaking in. But Nigel Cass has some kind of meeting plan to unveil a new project. This could mean trouble for all of us. I have to check it out.
Fucking Nigel Cass. You're right. Nothing good can come of this. Luckily, I hear loads of sob stories working in a pub. And near this place, quite a few from Albion are dissatisfied with the status quo. You turn on the charm, and I'm sure you can get one to join the good guys. Even got a candidate in mind.
Fascinating. Send me their details.
I'll have Bagley push it along. Good luck, love.
We're aware of an Albion employee who might be approachable.
How are we going to recruit someone who works for Albion?
They're jackbooted thugs who regularly murder civilians. If finding a disenchanted employee is really that difficult, humanity's much worse off than I thought. It would also be quite useful to have someone on the inside.
For however long that lasts, Nigel's real good at sniffing out spies.
Personal experience speaking?
Yeah, not really in a sharing mood right now, fam.
I'm in training. Go away. Could you not stand so close?
What's her story, Bags?
Looks like she's a marked woman. Clan Kelly put a bounty on her head.
Why?
She's an uncommonly dangerous underground boxer. Apparently she once won a fight with a bag of cement, however you do that. And in her last match she took down a mob-backed favourite. Now they're sending out an enforcer to make sure she never wins again.
Seriously? That's pretty much the definition of a sore loser. We can't let them get away with that. You got any leads on their enforcer?
Already done. The enforcer we're after is here, currently assaulting some other poor cunt that pissed off the Kellys. If you take them out, our boxer friend may live to fight another day. Target spotted.
I guess we're officially enemies.
Got someone in handcuffs.
No one here. Moving on. No one here. Moving on.
What was that a mistake? To come out of your little cubby hole.
I'm gonna check somewhere else.
Came out of his hiding spot.
Clear in here.
I don't see shit. There's nothing here.
No one. I'm not seeing anyone.
I've got none. I'll try over there.
Alright, I give up. They're gone.
You're not supposed to do that.
Look lively, people.
No one here. Clear in here.
What's next? Moving on. Fuck all here.
No one here. Moving on.
Clear.
I'm not seeing
I'll look
anyone.
somewhere else.
I'm gonna check somewhere else. I think we're good, but I'll take a look around.
Nothing here.
I'm not seeing anyone. Clear in here.
Nothing to see here.
No one here.
What's next?
Unbelievable. How'd they get away?
No matter what way you try to go and get in, you can't get in. What is up here, huh?
I've got nothing.
Clear in here.
I'll try over there.
Lock it down. Yeah, okay. I'm happy to do this the hard way. All clear here.
Nothing yet. Move on.
Somewhere else. Fan out and find this cockroach. I'm not seeing anyone. I'm not seeing anyone.
Can't see anything. I'll look anyway.
All clear here. I'm gonna check somewhere else. I guess I ought to look around.
Moving on.
Clear in here.
Piece of shit slipped away. Ending the search.
You hear that? We got a creeper.
What was that? Let's get this show on the road. Getting to cover. You're entering a world of hurt. Help me.
Listen, you can still surrender, alright?
Get ready.
There, that takes care of the immediate mortal peril. Now scarp her or they'll kill you for sure. Now she owes us. Well done. I'll have a trophy sent round later.
Oh my god. My name is Raven from the Sky. If you enjoyed the episode, do me a favor and drop a like and subscribe to the channel and the series grow. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.